My dear friends in Jesus Christ, in order for a community to grow in unity and service, there should be love. For this love to be persistent, it is of vital importance that all must have the same goal. Anyone who wants to accomplish this goal must be ready to sacrifice completely. Everyone will share the same love for one another, as all will have the same goal in mind. Whatever they do, speak, and think will always be for the benefit of the community. When all these are present in a community, happiness and peace will abound. In today's first reading, we find a description of one such beautiful community. Believers who heard the news of Jesus' resurrection from the apostles believed it and gathered together in groups, thereby fostering community living. From the reading, I would like to highlight three important characteristics of the life of early Christians. Firstly, unity. The believers were of one heart and soul. The early church looked upon themselves as a family, and they lived like one. This is a great example set before us to have this oneness of heart and mind, be it in our family or religious communities or in the parish community. This is what Jesus prays at the Last Supper. May all be one. Secondly, proclamation. With great power, the apostles gave their testimony of the resurrection of the Lord. People bore witness through their act of sacrifice. The result of their proclamation was that they were filled with God's grace. Therefore, the more we proclaim Christ, the more we too will be filled with His grace. Thirdly, sharing. There was not a needy person among them. They were well known for sacrificing everything they had, inspired by Jesus and guided by the Holy Spirit. Today, especially during this pandemic, we have thousands of needy people around us. What are we sharing with them? They were also detached from the material things, and their focus was on God. So they were ready to sacrifice their possessions. They sold their possessions and shared the money with the needy. We too need to detach ourselves from materialistic things in order to share with others in need. Today, what sacrifice are you and I making in order to have a peaceful and a happy community? My dear brothers and sisters, during this current coronavirus crisis, it sure is heartening to see how the best in some people is coming out as they offer their time, talent, medical aid, service in terms of food preparation and serving, or be it in financial aid to the poor and needy. It reminds us of how the early Christians shared what they had with others, just as in today's first reading. In today's Gospel, Jesus says, "The Son of Man must be lifted up so that whoever believes in Him may have life." This means that Jesus sacrificed His life for the one who trusted Him. Let us be reminded of Jesus' words in John chapter 15 verses 13. "No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for the one's friends." True love holds nothing back, but offers the best, even the best possession that one has for their beloved. God proves His love for us by giving us the best He had, His only begotten Son, who freely sacrificed Himself for our sake. My dear friends, As I conclude, the lesson that we can take away is, just as the early Christians prayed together and shared their possessions with one another, we too, as baptized Christians, reborn in the Holy Spirit, must always remember that there is no better teacher than being a good example for others. Have a blessed day.